I'll give it a little while because sometimes it takes a bit to get online. All right, my computer's still like booting up. It hasn't fully booted up, so it'll be a little slow, and I'm gonna have to give it some time. I haven't even launched the game yet. All right, I'm back. For anyone who doesn't have the context, I was having computer problems. I had to restart real fast. So this time for real. To update the people who might be watching the VOD after the fact and missed the context previously. Microphone buzzing is fixed. It was my cloud lifter, which I'm waiting to come in the mail. So my audio is going to be a little worse than usual until that comes, but won't have any buzzing, which is a trade-off that is more than welcome as far as I'm concerned. All right. We boot up TCG Card Shop Simulator here. My favorite video game of all time. I guess. Beyond done with this. Remind me later. Elgato. Oops. Oh my god. Elgato, fucking, you are the bane of my existence. Boot up went great. Restart worked. Game launched really quick. Everything's perfect. Just for Elgato's software to come and brick my entire computer. I hate Elgato, dude. Window pop up. I need an update. Not right now. Okay, I freeze. Your computer. Bye. Computer's gone. Bye-bye. Okay, it finally closed. There it went. Elgato genuinely burn. Burn and die. All right, let's load TCG Card Shop Simulator here. This is when I find out if the like customer requests and trades and shit are seeded. Because I got 3 new cards in a row last time and didn't save my progress. So hopefully that happens again. So anyway. Ad break's about to start, by the way, and there's nothing I can do about it. Sorry. Sorry. There we go. All right. Oh, it did save. It's 12:45. Perfect. How about that? I got plenty of new cards. All right. Well, in that case, we can go back to just kind of sitting around. All right. We're going to wait until the day ends. Let's see if my mouse lags. No. Woohoo! All right. It was just a restart thing. Wonderful. Okay. Now, I guess only the channel members get to hear this. Or the subscribers, because everyone else is in an ad, but I'm going to go over this really fast. Only 4 achievements remain. We have 41 out of 45 achievements in TCG Card Shop Simulator. Granted, they're 4 really tough ones, but we're definitely getting there. I need to... the 2,500 cards collected we're always slowly working towards. And then, yeah, a set of cards from grade 1 through 10. Obtain 500 gem mint graded cards. And sell a graded card worth more than $100,000. Those are just going to take a very, very long time. Which, I need to make sure we are using our... Yep, we're about to get all of them. We're just going to order those with rush shipping on repeat for a very long time. Hello? 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 All right. Okay. Let's find something to do online. In the meantime. Let's see. Well, we're going to start with the new baseball game that I love, Stat Pad. I've done it all 3 days that it's been a thing. Categories RBIs today. I don't know RBIs, dude. I'm going to do bad this time. I don't have RBI committed to memory. Okay, so we can't just do what I usually do and just pick someone who had a good season. Because you can have a good season and not have a lot of RBIs if you're like your team's leadoff hitter or something. All right, here we go. We're going for RBIs. 2010 to 2025, never won MVP anytime in career. Interesting. Who was on those really good Dodgers teams? I mean, Adrian Beltre. Did he have, like, any super good Dodgers years? I'm trying to think. Did he win MVP? I feel like he didn't, but maybe he did. I don't think he ever won MVP. Because he was a Dodger for the first, like, bunch of his career. So from, like, end of the 90s to beginning of the 2000s. But I don't know if he ever had, like, a really good RBIs year. TBH. Oh, but it's 2010 to 2025. A fucking dingus. All right, well then in that case, never mind. All right, who is on those great Dodgers teams, and most importantly, who is knocking guys in and never won an MVP? Because like you think of the Dodgers stars, at least on their current teams. Ohtani, he's won MVP 4 times. Freeman's won MVP. Mookie Betts has won MVP. But he wouldn't really be the best pick because they usually bat him lead up. Not anymore. Now that Ohtani's there. I mean, I know Teoscar had a good season with the Dodgers, but I don't think it was good enough to warrant picking him here. In like 2024, he was good, but I don't know the 2010s. I do not know the 2010s. Because, like, the 2018 Dodgers went to the World Series. And granted, they got stomped by the Sox. So I need to think about that team. That's the only team I'm going to know. Because I've watched the Red Sox play them. Because Cody Bellinger's won an MVP. He was, like, the first one I thought of. Ugh. I'm trying to get like a power hitter that hits in the middle of the lineup. Okay. Just to move the game along, I'll drop Teoscar. Because he was good. In 2024 it would be. 94th percentile. He had 99 RBIs. Who was the best? Matt Kemp. I thought he did win MVP. I look at Max Muncy. How about that? Max Muncy. Adrian Gonzalez. How about this? JD Martinez had 103 ribbies. That's crazy. That I truly just did not know. That's crazy. Okay, that's wild. All right, any Philly in the 21st century who won a Gold Glove at some point? Well, Jimmy Rollins, but he's not an RBIs guy. But he had to have won a Gold Glove. If Ryan Howard ever won, maybe I just take a fat swing. Because if he ever won a Gold Glove, we are squared. I doubt he did, but I might as well I'll take a cut. Whatever. Because if he had a ton. Ryan Howard, 2006, his MVP season. Please tell me he won like one pity one. Fuck. All right. All right, then we'll come back to it. Next. Anybody in the National League. Okay, so second baseman from last year in the National League, and then a shortstop in the American League last year. So we're going for volume here, because Bobby Witt's always good, but he might not have a lot of RBIs because he bats leadoff probably. But he's also just, he's extremely good. He's Bobby Witt Jr. Trevor Story, low-key, might be the pick here. Trevor had almost 100. And I feel like Bobby Witt might have... This might be a generational throw that I'm putting Trevor Story out here because Bobby Witt is so much better. But Trevor Story, like, quietly had a lot of RBIs last year. Best answer! Trevor! What a get. I am the Trevor Story fan. Don't think you can sneak Trevor past me and I won't snipe it. That's what I fucking thought. Yeah, Bobby Witt only had 88. Wow, look at Bubba Shett. Not a shortstop, by the way. Not a shortstop, objectively. Oh, Volpis sighting. Volpe 6 at 5. Okay. Spam those Trevor's chat. Yeah, fucking. Ugh! Change your name to Trevor Story Fan 7. Truly might. All right, let's start thinking about these National League second basemen. Brendan Donovan had a great year. Ketel Marte had a great year because he always has a great year. But I feel like Ketel might have been hurt for like a second, or at least he missed a little bit of time. So, like, obviously, Ketel Marte is where my mind goes. Because he's the best second baseman in baseball, and he's in the National League. But he didn't play a full season. And when he did, I don't know if he hit leadoff or something. Like, there's a world where he only had like 50, 60 some RBIs. And then the Cardinals just like, I don't think enough guys were getting on for Brendan Donovan to bat them in. So I feel like Donovan would be a word. Let's go through all the teams here. Nats, not going to happen. Mets, not going to happen. Braves, I don't think Ozzie Albies had a particularly good year. Philly, I don't even know who the Phillies were playing at second, to be honest. Playing Stott there? I have no idea. This is such a fun game. I love this. This is so cool. Really makes you think. I'm gonna not overthink it, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop Ketel Marte. Because I just can't imagine there's much better of an answer here. To be honest with you. He's the best second baseman in baseball. I'm not gonna overthink it. Yikes. 79th percentile. He only had 72. Who was the pick? Bryce Terang. Okay, 72 is not that much lower than 81. There just weren't that many. 79 percentile is not that bad. Ozzie Albies. I genuinely, Otto Lopez crossed my mind, and I didn't say it out loud. Otto Lopez truly crossed my mind. Yeah, this is not, we only left 9 RBIs on the table. That's fine. That's a fine answer. It looks bad because it's like gray, but it's pretty good. All right. All right. I do know Dobbins debuted last year, so I don't know if he would work. Hunter Dobbins? my boy Hunter Dobbins? Hunter Dobbins is my boy who went to the same college. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, he had 0 RBIs because he's a pitcher. But I do love Hunter Dobbins, and I miss him, and I wish him success on the Cardinals. 2025, not an All-Star, same season. Wasn't Juan Soto not an All-Star last year? I feel like that was like a big stink. Was like, why the fuck is Juan Soto not here? And then he hit like 43 home runs. 99th percentile. There was one answer better, and it was Vinny Pasquantino. There's actually 2. Raffy Devers. I miss you. I miss you, Raffy. Look at Vinny P. 113? I was not familiar with your game, dude. My fault. Genuinely did not know Vinny put that much up. That's actually crazy. Vinny P. 113 rubies. I guess, yeah, that's the beauty of being a solid hitter and having Bobby Witt hit in front of you in the order. Rafael Devers. Genuinely makes me sick to my stomach when I see him in the Giants. It's so sad. All right. 2000 to 2025. Any Philly who won a Gold Glove at some point, and they don't even have to like have won it with the Phillies. They just had to win a Gold Glove. I don't know who won Gold Gloves. I don't have that memorized. So I'm just gonna have to think about like who was really good with the Phillies at some point. Because like, did Bryce Harper must have won a Gold Glove? Yeah, he was a good defender in the outfield early in his career. So I'll go Bryce Harper, and I'll go his MVP season, which is 2021. Let's not overthink it. Keep it simple, stupid. Bryce Harper has never won a Gold Glove? Dude's won the MVP twice. I'm actually blown away. That's a cool trivia fact. I cannot believe he's never won a Gold Glove. Wow. All right. And honestly, his 2021 season wasn't even that good. He just like... The National League was kind of weak in 2021 in terms of like MVP candidates. Like he was good, don't get me wrong. But like his numbers aren't that, don't like overwhelm you. Like cuz he was a really good hitter. He was a really good hitter. But I don't know. I just like immediately looked at his page and his 2021 stat line does not move me. Like all of his rate stats are so good, but his counting stats are not very good, even though he did play 141 games. It's odd. Anyway, he's never won a fucking Gold Glove. That's ridiculous. Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, 2019 would have been better for RBIs, but it doesn't matter because he never won a Gold Glove. Okay. Well, then he's off the board. Who else even why? Maybe Jimmy Rollins did have a lot of RBIs at some point. I just can't imagine he did because he's very much like a contact-oriented leadoff guy. So I feel like Jimmy Rollins is going to lure me into something dark and sinister. Because maybe he won MVP in 2007. I give up. We're going with this 2007 season because he won MVP. Jimmy Rollins, 2007. 92nd percentile. Live with it. What was the best one? Bobby Abreu. Yeah, a bunch. He's so underrated. I just forget he exists, man. Bobby Abreu was so good for a while. I also, if you put a gun to my head and asked me when Bobby Abreu played baseball, I would tell you to pull the trigger. I would have just been grasping at straws years-wise. All right, well. So is RBI any play made that scores a run? RBI means that you hit the baseball, someone comes into. You don't even have to hit the baseball. It just means like you get an RBI for every run that comes into score because of the outcome of your at bat. So if there's a guy on second, you hit a single. Dude on second comes around to score, you get 1 RBI. Guy on second, you hit a home run, you get 2 RBIs. Because that person and you scored because of your hit. Right? Because it stands for runs batted in. Which is kind of a misleading name because you can also get RBI. Like if the bases are loaded and you get walked, you get an RBI. And you technically didn't bat that run in, you walked it in, but it's still an RBI. Because the run scored because of you. Pretty sweet. So anyway. All right, well, that was pretty good. I think I did a pretty good job. Like, these percentiles look good. 99, 100, 94, 92, 79 was our worst. Still well above average. This is a good round. That was fun. I really like Stat Pad game. All right. Let's take care of business at the Mr. Cardley Corner store here. We're closed. I forgot to turn the light on. Fuck. Okay, well, we're going to get bad reviews. Someone's gonna be like, it was too dark. Yeah, near darkness. Not even near. It was true, like, advanced darkness. All right, well, let's, Ta-da! Anything valuable? Oh, that's right. We're putting in Dookie packs to try and get new cards. We're not getting very many, I'll tell you that much. There's a couple new ones there. All right. What are we missing more of? Because we have 1162 for Tetramon, and then we only have 1098 of Destiny. So let's work on some Destiny ones. It's slowing down though. It's slowing down real bad. Whoops. God, it's gonna take so long to get to 2500. It's going to take so long to get to a lot of these things. I'm going to have to start just grinding this off screen while I edit. Just have this running in the background. Because if we only do it on stream, we might be streaming this for a very long time. Because progress is going to slow to a crawl when we approach 2500. I urge your point where you have to play the dates so you can buy new cards from customers. Yeah. Yeah. I just don't want to. I do not want to. I could also, what's probably smart is, I can expedite this by getting some more of these machines, expanding storage, getting a ton of these machines, and then having half my employees assigned to restock shelves, 2 to run the register, and then the rest to load these as their job. Phenomenal use of the new emote, by the way. Just don't want to. It's true, though. But yeah, then I can probably get more per day, because you can probably get 2 loads in. Oops. Yeah, it's good. I love it. Open Sesame, turn the light on, load this shit up. Okay. We're open for, hold on. Before I open these, let me check what we're looking for here, because I don't remember. We have, it's of this, we want one of every grade of this type of cards. We have plenty of 10s. We have tons and tons of them. Wow. Okay, we're making good progress. We got 9. This is so dumb. We have 8. 7. 6. 5. We have 4. And then we have 2 and 1. Okay. We're looking for 3s and 10s. 3s and 10s. That's only 2 10s and no 3s. That's pretty bad. There's plenty of 10s. That's good. Got more 10s. Got more 10s. Alright, that wasn't a very good batch. That's okay. Alright, now we do this, which is the most boring part of the whole experience. Oops. There it is. Alright, now I load 32 cards, one at a time, into another grading order. Electric. Man, oh man. I'm excited to play more Elden Ring with Matt on Sunday. It's gonna be a hoot. It's gonna be a hoot and a half. Alright. We'll do some chatting with the customers. Come on, y'all got nothing new to offer? Oh. Weirdo. Alright, well. Stream's helping my dog fall asleep. Do you mean your actual dog or like your friend? I hope you mean friend, because that would be funny to me. Be like, yo, this is great. It's helping my dog fall asleep. He was restless. I feel bad for my dog. My boy here. Well, I'm out of water. Shit, dude. This is such a terrible stream. In case anyone out there, please. Anyone out there who, like, this is their first time coming to a live stream. If this is your first Therm stream, I'm sorry. They're not usually like this. This is the most boring. This is episode 10 of trying to 100% a game that's about minimum wage working. So, this is bad. This is bad. Come back tomorrow. I'm playing Tomodachi Life. There'll be more shit going on. I'm happy you're here, but this is bad. Decline. We're done. No one's offering me anything I care about. These are loaded? Yeah. Actually, they're pretty close to being done. Alright, well then I'll try to remember to check back in quick. Alright, we're gonna do the MLB Immaculate Grid now. We're doing a bunch of baseball games. Because I love baseball. Immaculate Grid, here we go. Alright, so the way this one works is that you have to pick a player that, each intersection of rows and columns, you pick a player that both those apply to. So in this case, it's someone who was at one point on the Astros and on the Angels. Or on the Astros, won a Gold Glove. On the Astros, in the Hall of Fame. They don't necessarily have to have won a Gold Glove while on the Astros, I don't think. I think this just means that they won a Gold Glove at some point and also played for the Astros at some point. Well, let's just start with Astros, Hall of Fame. Have to imagine. We're going Nolan Ryan. Keep it simple. Nolan Ryan. Pirates Hall of Fame. Give me Roberto Clemente. Hello. Okay. Roberto Clemente. Yankees Hall of Fame. How about Babe Ruth? Sweet. All right. Nice and easy. All right. Gold Glove. Well, Anthony Volpe won a Gold Glove in his rookie year, so we can do that. Here we go. Pirates Gold Glove. I wonder if Starling Marte ever won a Gold Glove. I'm trying to think of like Pirates players are good at defense. He must have. We'll go with starting mark then. Yes. Starling is the cutest first name of all time, by the way. Adorable. Astros Gold Glover. Carlos Correa, probably, right? I mean, he was a really good defender for a while. He's been bad as of recent. But early in his career, he was a very good defender. So, I'll hit a Carlos Correa here. Sweet. Okay. This is where it gets tough. These column one. Well, this one is Urshela. I believe Gio Urshela played for the... Yeah, because Gio Urshela, while on the... This is a specific memory. Gio Urshela hit a grand slam in the first inning off of Nick Pivetta at Fenway Park in a 2023 at the beginning of the 2023 season. I think it was like May-ish, maybe April of 2023 in the first inning. Gio Urshela on the Angels hit a grand slam off of Nick Pivetta in Fenway Park. I have a specific memory of that happening. Okay. Angels and Pirates. This is when we start hitting the bargain bin here. These are two sorry franchises. Did Tommy Pham ever play for the Angels? Tommy Pham has played for almost like half the teams in the entire league. And I know one of them is the Pirates. He plays for like a different team every year. I don't think he has. Oh, now what I should have done is use Nolan Ryan here. You can't use the same player multiple times. I should have saved Nolan Ryan for here and just gone with a different Astros Hall of Fame. I'm a dumbass. Why didn't I just... Because I know Nolan Ryan. He's wearing an Angels hat in the fucking picture. Whatever. Whatever. That's terrible. That was a terrible move on my part. Okay, well now I gotta think about, like, anybody else. Ah, son of a bitch. I'm not very good at the Immaculate Grid. My mind always goes blank trying to think about these dang people. Let me try this. Let me try Pirates A's. Let's try Pirates A's. A's, Angels. I always want to say A's when I see Angels. Pirates and A's. Ooh, got one. Andrew Heaney. Heen Dog. Yeah, there we go. Tough beard. Maybe time to shave that puppy. He looked better when he just had the stash. Okay, and that leaves one spot, which should be Nolan Ryan, so I can just throw, like, fucking Craig Biggio or someone over there. I'm such a dumbass. Why did I do that? Okay. I gotta think of a different Astro / Angel. Christ's sake. I'm pissed off. Okay, well, while I'm thinking about it, let's go refill the little card machines. Let me switch my capture. Anything new? Hey, look, 2 of them. Oh, tons. Okay, yeah, we're gonna crack these for a little while. Yeah, look at that. Multiple new cards per batches. Yeah, all right, that's huge. Hi, guys. Yeah, let's keep running that for a little while. All right. God, I'm so mad. Just pondering. Astro and Angel. Oh my God, I think I have one. He's one of the worst relievers I've ever watched play for the Red Sox. And then, of course, when he left, he was like vaguely effective for the Astros. And I think he played for the Angels. I think. His name is Caleb Ort. Maybe he didn't play for the Angels, man. I don't know if he did. I think he went straight to the Astros and stayed there. Maybe the Angels picked him up this offseason, which it wouldn't count because he hasn't played a game there yet. Yeah, okay. I don't think Caleb Ort is correct. But he was so bad. Caleb Ort was so bad with the Red Sox. The Orchard Chamber. That was the terminology for any time he came into the game. I loved it. He had like a 160 ERA in spring training one year. Whoa, new card. Yeah, take it, man. Take my money. The new card. Oh, but I only have one of those, so that wouldn't. Disc. Okay. Who is this fucking... Ugh! I don't even know, man. I'm such a dumb moron for putting Nolan Ryan in a Hall of Fame. That's my fault. All right, I'll drop Caleb Ort. I don't think it's right, but it wasn't right. Man, okay, well, who was the... No, don't. Give me a summary. Who was the most popular answer? Well, yeah, Nolan Ryan. I'm so dumb. That was totally... Yeah, that's my fault. Zach Greinke. I had no idea Zach Greinke ever pitched for the Angels. Bobby Abreu again. Don't know anything about this dude at all. Crazy. Well, anyway. All right, well, one more baseball game remains, and that is the MLB Pickle. So we'll do that. Trevor's Story. This is like Wordle, but for baseball. Trevor's Story. Okay, so they are either in the NL East or elsewhere in the AL. So we're gonna guess like an AL West guy. It is an American. Let's throw a starting pitcher at the wall. Give me like Hunter Brown. Is he right-handed? Yeah. Okay, it is a starting pitcher. They are either 25, 26, 28, or 29. Yeah, they were right. That was a bad guess, but doesn't matter. And they are in the AL Central. This is an American League Central starting pitcher. I don't know the AL Central very well, dude. What about like Cole Reagans? How old is Cole Reagans? He's 28. This could be it. I'm the best. Oh! Thought I got it. Okay, well, we know it is a left-handed starting pitcher for the Royals who is either 26 or 29. All right, well, let's see. Who else do they have that's young? Because Waka's old, Lugo's old. Got Reagans, we got other people probably. Who else? Who starts game? Was that guy's name Cameron? Something Cameron? Noah Cameron. He's good too. All right. Big winner. Big winner. He got like Rookie of the Year votes, I think. All right, well, let's do the Wordle because I'm out of baseball games. We always start with farts. Stoop. Or how about stole? How about like... Oh, I was gonna do torso, but there's no R's in it. Let's do one that starts with T. How about... Or how about moist? It could be moist. Well, this is certainly a pickle. All right, well, it could be like, it could be hoist, it could be joist. That's really it. Give me joist. It's hoist. All right. It's over. I'm not doing any connections again. I was miserable last time. That was so gnarly. Plus, I think our day is over. Yep. We're closed. Alright, let me do my restock. Too easy. Pips, I beg. You'd love it. Whatever it is, I'm gonna embarrass myself. Any game that involves anything related to words or logic, I will embarrass myself on live. I'll try it, but I will cover chat. Learning a new, like, Pips' dominoes. It's math. It's numbers. I don't like dominoes. I also don't know how it works. Place every domino on the right. How do you play? Okay, well, let's do this really fast. It's not dominoes, chat. It's Dom. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right, let me wait until these are done. These two. And then I will refill them in the day, and then we'll run Pips, I guess. My whole family is big word game people. It feels like a fuck you to my dyslexia. Huge retweet, dude. My mom is absolutely, like, disgusting at any word-based game. And she watched me do the, like, New York Times spelling bee once, and she literally said, word for word, "Are you kidding me?" Just from, like, watching me play it over my shoulder. Same with crosswords. I'm, like, I think I genuinely might have a case for the worst crossworder of all time. I just never do them ever. And then, like, on our Boston trip this year, I suddenly, like, I was so bored in the airport that I was like, I'd never do a crossword. I'm gonna do a crossword. My mom was, like, genuinely blown away by how bad at crosswords I am. I just do not. It's not compatible. And I don't know anything about anything. Because I live under a fucking rock. I don't watch shows. I don't read. All I do every day is work, cook, and play sports. I, like, basically live in an isolated community. I just do not interact with the world and general art and culture. I just play trading card game simulator and then cook something and then go to the gym and go to bed. Anyway. Maybe we can work on a crossword together and you guys basically just do the crossword for me. That's probably what would happen. Next day. Any Fenway trips planned for the summer? I'll tell you one that's already set in stone. Red Sox are doing One Piece night again, and this year they're doing it at the day after my birthday. May 12th at Fenway is One Piece night, and I got tickets from a friend and I to go. We're gonna go to One Piece night. I'm so excited. Open. So yeah, doing that. It's gonna be gnarly. And then I'm going to a game with my mom in April because our Fenway Fest tickets came with a free voucher to a game. All right, here we go. Let's do a crossword. Well, first we gotta play Pips. I forgot about Pips. How to play. Fill the board with all the dominoes to meet the conditions. Tap to rotate. Color regions have conditions attached to their bottom right that must be fulfilled. Skip tutorial. All right, well, this seems like a big hint. Oh, wait, but the domino doesn't have to go that way. Okay. Well, we know because everything's 2 that 1 is going to have to go back here. Let's just start throwing shit down. Okay, a 5 has to go in that spot. So what if we did like that? And then there was 1. Oh, got it. Oh, where did it go? Where did my pip go? They've stifled me. They knew I had the answer and they've stifled me. I need only place the last pip and it's gone. Why did you suggest this game? You're terrible. I hate pips. I hate this game. No. I failed. Okay, let me refresh pips. There we go. Oh, wait. Are you going to let me? Thank you. All right. Let's try medium pips. Oh. Oh. Okay, this one has no conditions to it. So it'll just be whichever. This will be like the last one we place. These seem the most helpful. The ones that are like the number 3 has to go here. Are there any that add up to 5? There are none. So this has to be like this. Oh, wait, no, because you can put it horizontally, you damn dingus. I didn't even think about that. This has to... No, it doesn't. Okay, well, let's run with that as if it's the truth. And then if I get into a spot where I'm stuck, I can always just remove it. So we can do that. And then that would force me into putting this here. So the second we run into problems at this point, yeah, and then we can 1. All of this adds up to only 1. All right, well then, yeah, this isn't the answer. Could also do this, I guess. We need to be very economical with our usage of ones that have blanks. Yeah, that's going to be the name of the game. Because we only have 4 total squares that have 0 in it. One of them has to go here. And then the other 3 squares have to be in here for the puzzle to work. So we could easily just drop like this noise. And then this noise up there. But then we would have to put 1s here. And then there's no equal sign here either. So then we run into problems. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to drop it. Let's see, we have to get... We're going to have that there. 0, 1. Feel like this is going to end up here. Or something. And then this is going to be like this. And then this is going to be like that. Oh, no, because there's no... oh, wait, no, we have a 5 here. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Yay. Yay. Okay, let's play hard difficulty. Therm, your Twitter is blowing the hell up. Wait, actually? Hold on. I haven't been signed into Twitter in a while. No, it's not. My one tweet I've made in the last the tweets recently. That is true. I suddenly hit a hot streak where it kept pushing out on my tweets. That is funny timing. The one tweet that got nowhere is my most recent one. Where you're like, oh, your Twitter going off, boy. Yeah, I talked about athletes shitting themselves and that one flopped. But in general, yeah, Twitter's been promoting my tweets a lot for whatever reason. It's pretty crazy. All right. Lots of dominoes. We got greater than less than, man. Fuck. I'm assuming this means not a single number in here can be the same as the other numbers. This being sequestered off the way it is important because it means there's going to be one domino in here. At least one that is fully inside. So we know it's not these two. Yes. Is one way to put it. Okay, well, is there any 5-4 domino? Because if not, this is a big hint. I don't see any. So it can't be vertical this way. So one has to go here where the bottom one is 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 dominoes that have a 4. However, for this next one to get to 9, we would have to have a domino up here. So if we did 4 and 1, we could do 1 and 5. But if we did 4 and 2, oh yeah, we could do a lot. We could do a whole lot. We could do a ton. Well, we know it's not going to be 4 and 3. So we know this one isn't going here. So either this one, let's see. If we put this one here, are there any ones that have 2 on the bottom and then a big enough number, 3 or higher? Yeah, there's lots. Let's just start throwing them down. Because that's what worked for me last time. Then we can swap shit around if we need to. Give me like this noise. And then we'll drop like a good 3-4 down there. I don't know. Whatever. We're just throwing them down for a while. Okay, and then a 5 would have to go up there, which we only have 1 5 left. Less than 1, so a blank spot has to go here. Let's make it a 2, because I've just arbitrarily decided that is the case. So then these would have to add up to 6, which we have that. Less than 3. Okay. Do this. And then now we have our first fail. We have our very first fail because we don't have enough blank spots for this one anymore. So, I mean, what I can probably do, yeah, let's completely reset. Let's see what happens if I do this. This 3, okay. Let's completely start over. Because what we have right now is that we know for fact. All we have is that this pink square is going to be the bottom of a domino. We know that for certain. That's all we've got going. And then after that, seems like by far the biggest clue down here. They give you a lot of these, which makes me think that it's reverse psychology, and they don't want you to just cheap out by using them horizontally. And that's going to be 3 that have random shit. Greater than 1. So basically anything can go there at all. This is these two being next to each other. Let's work this out. Plus for this 2 that are 10, both of these are 4, 5, or 6. I wish I could like annotate these like it was Sudoku. I liked this being here. I like that. We'll now hold the phone. For blanks, yeah, we have blank 4, blank 2, blank 3. So we can't put a blank. We can't put the 1 up here. It's impossible. This has to be blank. That's our first big get. This square has to be blank. Has to. Cannot be a 1. Because then both of these would have to be blank. And that's impossible with these to align with that. So this has to be blank. It's good. And also, this is the bottom of a pip. Or of a domino. This is the bottom. So both of these are at the bottom. There's none that straddle there. None that straddle here. So this has to be blank. In that case, which means this has to go here. This is our first big hint, is that this pip must go here. There is no other piece that makes this puzzle solvable. It must, which means a 6 must go here, which gives us 2 options. But since this square is less than 3, it has to be like so. So we have 2 that have been confirmed now, and that feels great. Now, since none can go horizontally, we have to do one of these is a blank. One of these. So if this is greater than 1, we could throw like that kind of noise, and then like a. Yeah, we don't have we only have 1 1. So it's probably gonna be this 1 4, right? Oh wait, no, we can't. Okay, wait, now suddenly there's trouble. Trouble in paradise, gang. No, there's not. It's because that pipping there was stupid. Let me move this, please. Can you do like that? 1 5 or 1 4. These can be substituted. But so far so good. Right now, all of these feel right, except this one is arbitrary. It could be 1 5 or 1 4. This has to be a blank spot, which only leaves 1 option. I suppose this is also arbitrary. This could be blank 2 and then 2s. So this being 8 is probably a clue. Yeah, there's a lot of room for substitutions here. We know these are in place. All 3 of these are subject to change. I just have to remember that is the case. Okay. Let's do what we did last time and just keep going until we run into a snag and then sub some shit out. So that would go here, and then it would be this. Now 9 or 9er gotta have either 3 and a 6 or 4 and a 5. Which, if we did this, then that wouldn't work as the 2. So, with what we have left, it's gotta be. This has to go here, and then this would have to go here, and then this would have to go here, which doesn't work. So we have our first roadblock. So let's sub some shit out. We know that this combo does not work. First substitution I'll make. Let's try this. 2s instead of 3s down here. Okay. So then our blank would go here, and we could put the 2 3 here, or the 4 1s. There's another fucking ambiguous. There's just a lot. This is just patience and trial and error. Is pips. That is pips. Okay. Oh wait, no, we know that. Yeah, hold on, I gotta flip this shit. Oh, but then this doesn't work either. We're gonna need this 1 5. Ah! Okay, well, we know that this 2 is split in twain, and because we're using all of our blanks, because we have to, like, this has to be a blank, and 2 blanks have to go here. So we know that this is 1 1. We know that this is a 1 and then another 1. We know that. So let me go ahead. This has gotta be there. Gotta be. Which makes me feel like this needs to be like this. But then we have this problem. This greater than 1. So in that case, can we get away with, if we put that there and then the, nah, we can't do that either. Pips. Pips, pips, pips. Okay, well, let's think about fucking, I don't even know. I'm sure everyone knows this but me. I like this. I just hate doing these kind of games on stream because then there's 150 combined minds watching one mind chip away at a puzzle. So like between all these people, someone knows the answer right now. Pips, man. Yeah. This is fun though. I will sit here until I solve this puzzle. Is the day over? Day's over. Quick Pips intermission. Pips intermission. We aren't paying attention. No worry. Fire. Okay. Ooh, 5,000. We could have pulled something cool. And these are common packs, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, we got a $3,700 card out of a common pack. Can you believe it? I can't. Okay, let's do one more batch of this one. And then after that, we'll probably graduate to the orange. I can make orange rhyme with banana. Banana. I already beat them today, even though the hard one took me too long, lol. Yeah, it's definitely taken me a long time. It's gonna be one of those things where it's not even, I can't math everything out. I'm just gonna be doing trial and error until I stumble into the right answer. Because we have a few pieces that are locked in, which feels good. Like, that is good. That's progress. Boink. La 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 la. La 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 la. Alright. Oops, I accidentally hit it twice. Hold on. Please. Oh, it's gonna be a graded card day. Yeah, fucking so boring, but someone's got to do it, I guess. Threes, right? We're on for 3. I think it's 3 and 10. Are two numbers we like. Numbers. Here we go. What WBC team do you think will? What WBC team do you think will win this year? Give me It's chalk, but I think the USA team, because like you can never predict how it's gonna go. But this year's Dominican Republic team feels weaker than usual, and I think what especially stands out is that the American team laps the field in pitching. The American League, not American League, American team's pitching staff is very, very good. When you coming to Australia, broski, whenever like there's something that I want to do there, which right now there's nothing. I don't have any friends who live there. I don't know. I'm good. I'm good. Too many spiders. Alright, we're done. Me checking with these people real fast. Fucking, oh, you're a ghost. And you don't care about you either. Alright, fuck up, whatever. Let's get back to pips. Resume pips. There's no pieces, right, that are a blank and then a 4? No. Okay, so we know 4-1 has to go here. We know 0-4 has to go here, right? I'm pretty sure, yeah. La 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 la. Yeah, because this can't be a 1, so yep. Oh yeah, and then this, since this is less than 3. Okay, so we have 3 pieces locked. This one, and this one are all locked in place. This could be 1. Oh no, this is locked too, isn't it? Because you gotta get to 9. Yeah, okay, so these 4 pieces are locked in place. So that means, let's go from the top. What 4s do we even have left? We have a 4-2 and a 4-3. So, there's a 5 down here. Yeah, we only have this 1-5 left. So it could be like that, or it could be something else. This feels good. Alright, so do we have any more that combine for 5? We have this, but if I remember correctly, we already know for a fact that this can't work out. Or maybe we don't. 4-2 or 4-3 can go here. Yeah, because greater than 1. That's right. Huh. Bop, 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 bop. Think what I'm gonna have to do here is... Okay, let's think about this logically. This space at the bottom, we can either put one here or we can put one here. These are our 2 orientations. Stop, don't give me hints. I'm trying to fucking do this. No. I know y'all know the answer. I want to figure it out myself because it's the point of the puzzle. I'm having a great time. So this, either piece can go here or a piece can go here. But there's no pieces that are a blank and then a 1. So it has to be like this. A piece has to go in this orientation. Has to. I forget. Okay, let's drag back everything that's not locked in, which is these. No Bexy Gaming and Pips. Yeah, I'm trying to do a puzzle. So a piece has to go here, and this square has to be a 1 or a blank. So the only one that we have is this, and then the number 1. So this has to be a blank. This has to. So it's 1 or 2. It's either a 2 or it's a 3. Let's try 2s. And let's try, he's been on this for like 20 minutes. It's past hope. What do you mean past hope? I'm trying to do this is why I never do puzzles on stream. Y'all are so fucking condescending. I hate it. I like to think it out, man. Y'all are so annoying. Okay, let's see. Can't do, yeah, so it can't be 0-2 because... Wait, no, we don't have a 1-2. So you can't put a piece that way or this way. So this can't be 0-2. So I think it has to be this. And then we don't have a... Oh, it's greater than 1. Okay, but we don't have a 1-3. Okay, well, now okay, so clearly I'm wrong about these being locked into place. Because if I'm correct with how I've been thinking through about this shit. I've been saying these are all locked into place. Clearly I'm incorrect about that. Because I think with the pieces I have left, I am literally... It's not possible. So, I think I'm wrong. I think we're on dingus mode. So I guess I might have to just go from the top. All right. Well, I thought okay. I guess I need to let's go backwards logic. Backwards logic. Let's see. Thinking. All right. So Yeah, because of the way dominoes are shaped. Okay, so where we're going to start is that it's genuinely humiliating that I thought it was a big breakthrough that I figured out by the numbers that this has to be the bottom of a domino and not from the fact that that's literally what has to happen for them to fit. Well, hold on a second. I think this is something that I didn't think about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm here. 6, 6, 6. Okay, there is enough that every space will be filled. I thought for a second maybe these blank ones. Tim, you're doing great, buddy. Okay. This is such a great demonstration of why I hate doing any sort of puzzle on a live stream. It's because y'all, the average live stream viewer is the most insufferable, condescending person you'll ever meet. I hate doing puzzles on stream. Also, yeah, I've been at this for a while because it's a fucking puzzle and I'm trying to figure it out. I hate you people. I hate all of you. I hate all of you. Anyway. So all the spaces will be filled. Okay, then yeah, we know this is a bottom. So then in that case, of all the 4s we have, there's none that are a blank and then a 4. Yes, there are. There's one right here. There's a blank and then a 4 right here. But I think it has to go there, doesn't it? Because there's none that are... Here's a 1 and a 6. Could it be this? Oh, no, because that's right. Because this can't be a 1 because we don't have any blanks that have equal. But it could be blank something. Yeah, I'm dumb. It could be this here and then like that. Or the other way around. It could be blank 2, 2, 2, blank 3. But since it's ambiguous, these are all here anyway. It doesn't matter. So it could be that. And then, go have some fun. So yeah, that was wrong. Me saying this has to be a 1. That was wrong. So that's, you know, that's progress right there. Let's move forward with this and see where it gets us. There's a 4. Throw some 2s here. And then this would go here. And then this 5 would go here. And then this can go anywhere. And then this can go anywhere. Whoops. Okay. Here's a hard puzzle in 19 minutes. And a lot of this was playing trading card. So in reality, it probably took me like 15 minutes. Fuck all of you. I'm never playing Pips on live again. I'll play this on my own time because it's fun. But people on live hate to see anyone think about anything ever. So pass. I don't even feel good. Don't even feel good. Alright, well anyway. Let's see if anyone has any card trades that interest me. Decline. You're doing the crossword still? I don't know. Suddenly I'm not really in the mood to do a crossword. Some tells me it's going to be a lot about like, you seriously don't know that? So yeah, all of a sudden I actually am not super interested in doing a crossword. Plus I think it would just be a mess because of chat delay. That like everyone would know the answer to everything, but then I wouldn't be able to tell what's going on. Yeah, some tells me that would be a really bad call. Let me refill these machines. Oh no, believe me, if I did do a crossword, I would have chat turned on because I wouldn't know most of the answers. And it would save me a lot of embarrassment if people just told me. So if we did do a crossword, I would not do, like, I wouldn't cover up the chat. I wouldn't do emote only mode. It would basically be y'all doing a crossword with me typing in the answers for you. Believe me. Because I can't do crosswords. I'm not good at them. I don't know anything, and I'm dumb. Ta-da! Playing Outer Wilds with my boyfriend and friend watching was torture. I felt like such an idiot. Playing that game, that is a chilling... Because I think I did. I think technically the first time I touched Outer Wilds was in like a friend's dorm room. And I think she was watching me. But it only lasted like an hour. Which is probably... I cannot imagine going all the way through that game with somebody watching me who's already played it. I cannot imagine. I don't think I'd be able to handle it, fundamentally. Where does this go? Why is it in the middle or whatever? Because it's just like, I don't know, it's the same shit I always complain about with Princess Bride. I don't love, decline. I don't love experiencing something in the same room or in front of someone who has already done it, because then all of a sudden it feels like I'm putting on a performance. Because it's like, oh, here it comes. It's like, that's why I hate Princess Bride so much. Because like, you didn't think that was funny? No. I didn't. I'll just rewind it. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. I'll just leave the sign open. Okay, well, we have everything restocked and refilled. Correct? Did I do my restock? I technically didn't. Hold on. Yeah, okay. We'll try crossword. We'll try it. We'll try it. The second I am even remotely upset, I'm closing it out. Because I'm a sensitive little baby. And I cannot handle live streaming. Open Sesame. Alright, here we go. Rewinds will continue until morale improves. Alright. Here we go. Let's do the fucking New York Times crossword. Oh my god, I'm about to embarrass me. I can't believe I'm doing this. Here we go. And reminder, before we get into it, there is nothing in the world I'm worse at than crosswords. Because I'm a bad speller. I have trouble visualizing words in my head. And I'm completely uncultured. Never really grew up watching movies or reading books. I kind of didn't really interact with culture in general. I like exclusively played sports with my friends and played the same video game over and over again. So, crosswords are not really my jam, but I'll try. Play crossword. What are the circles? What do the circles mean? What are the circles? Does sing in the shower fit in this? No. Punk rocker Joan. Pass. Chalk Tires Chickasaw. What tribe? Circle part. The circles are a part of the secret theme of the day. Joan Jett. Thank you guys. I just didn't know that. Proper royal flush. The jack. French. I don't know French. Metaphor for a child you put a tough nut. Tough nut to crack type beat. Ew, just ew. Tuh. E-T-R-E. Okay. I don't know what that is. Let's look it up. It is the most important reason or purpose for someone or something's existence. Neat. Up and blank character of physicist? What? That doesn't sound like it flows nicely, does it? Oh, up and atom. Okay, I didn't know that. That's clever. Up and atom. See, this is why I'm bad at crosswords. This kind of thing is not how my brain works. TMI. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought it would go. I'm so stupid. Courting disasters, slangily. Oh, I'll come back to it. That's not where I thought it would be. Not very much with 4. I really hope it's tribe. Major, for example. I don't know if it's tribe, gang. Some paragraphs in playbills. This is fucking madness. I knew I shouldn't have done this. Oh my god. Okay, I can't take it. All right, we're done. We're done with the crossword. I just actively got the hot sweats and started shaking, so I'm gonna pass on the crossword. I can't do it. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. I am the dumbest one here, and I know this. I need to just move on with my life. For whatever reason, I can't do them. I cannot. I like never did any growing up. And now my brain just can't understand them. That's just always how it's been. And like the few times in my life I've tried to do a crossword, I get laughed out of the room. They don't make sense to me. I don't know why. I can't figure them out. Because like every time someone has to tell me the answer, and then once they tell me, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But I would have never in a billion years gotten there in my entire life. Unless it's phrased as like, this is a direct fact that you know from something. I'm like, oh, I got this one. So anyway. Yeah, that was a fucking, yeah, that was a terrible idea. Hello? Jesus Christ. Alright, well, this would keep our collection the same and would just increase the value of our cards by a little, so sure. Essentially just elevated trivia. Yeah, and I'm terrible at normal trivia. I just don't really know anything about anything at all. Because I just never did anything for my whole life. I do very little that engages with the world. Almost everything I've ever done when I have free time in my life is just a solo activity for myself. Like, I never watched like anything or read or did anything at all of value. Does it say Pan? It says FM. I thought it said Pan Food Mart. All right, well, let's find something else to do because I'm not fucking messing with that. I'm gonna close the tab right now. It was exactly what I thought would happen, which is that there was so much chat delay that it just became a mess of people sending singular words in the chat. Do connections? No. I'm done doing puzzle games, dude. I am done doing puzzle games. Balacho does not let me play on stream. Let's work on music. These streams are... This is going to be a tough stream for the mental. Because now we're going from being stupid on live to struggling through a really ugly creative process on live. We're going from thing that I'm bad at that I never do to thing that I'm a little less bad at that I'm still learning. Okay. Let's just figure this out. Oh no. Feel free to give advice. Feel free to give advice. Music advice. I don't want to foster a I don't want to foster an environment that is anti-constructive criticism. Just like steal your nerve. I'm very much learning how to make music. I'm not very good at it. Just putting that out there. Okay, so here's the deal. For everybody that is not familiar, for the last, like, however long, 3 years, I'd say, maybe 4, I've been trying to teach myself how to make music, specifically for, like, video game soundtracks. So close to becoming a professional timpani player. Dog, you would love this one annoying-ass guy in one of my music classes in college. He wore the same shirt to class every day, and it said in huge letters, "Relax, the timpani player is here." Wore it every day. Every damn day. All right, so anyway, I've been trying to learn how to make video game soundtracks. And I started recently, I've started uploading shit to TikTok. I know, man, stunk. Yeah, and he was in our school's barefoot club. So a lot of times he wouldn't wear, it would be just feet. Just sweaty. You could hear him coming down the hall. It's just like sweaty feet slapping on dusty linoleum, bro. I'm not even kidding. Barefoot club? Oh, yeah, it's real. Shit's brutal. How's that allowed? Oh. You don't wear shoes? I mean, some of them don't. Don't say you. I didn't do fucking. I wasn't in barefoot club. I wore my shoes. My Nike Air Force Ones. Those boys stank. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So anyway, trying to teach myself how to make video game soundtracks. Very much still learning, but I've documented a lot of my progress on the channel. I have some videos that involve music, and I started uploading stuff to TikTok, and a couple of them got traction, and have like about 30,000 likes now. And the one that I've started working on now is fully pandering to those people, because let me tell you what the comment section looks like when you have a TikTok. Technically, there's 2. It's so annoying. I have one that I actually care about, where the profile picture is me as a baby with a bucket hat on, that I'm uploading music stuff to. And then I have one that I made in like 2021 when I was just trying to get views on any platform with like 2 subscribers, and I can't get back into my account to delete it. I don't know how to do it. So that one doesn't count. If the profile picture is me as a toddler with a bucket hat on, that's the right account. But yeah, let me tell you what a comment section looks like when you upload any personally made video game music to TikTok. You get approximately 40%. First of all, you get 90% of the comments are people just saying this sounds like game. Understandable, because they're trying to. It can be annoying sometimes, but for the most part, totally understandable, because that's a lot how you engage with music. You draw parallels to stuff you've heard before. So I have less problem with that. It can be annoying when that's all you get, especially when people are like, you copied blank, and it's like, all right, fucking hold on. Shut up. But it's like 50% regardless of the style of music posted. Even if it sounds fucking nothing like something he'd make. You will get 60% of the comments you'll get will be people saying this something about Toby Fox or Undertale or Deltarune. Because I guess that's the only game that's ever been made. I truly believe that the people who are really into like Undertale, Deltarune, that kind of stuff have never played or listened to anything else in their life. Ever. But anyway. Because like a lot of times, especially on my stuff, when people say sounds like Toby Fox, I'm like, yeah, I totally see that, because I use a lot of the same sound fonts that he does. So like that makes perfect sense. But sometimes I'll like come across other people's work on TikTok, and then people will be talking about Toby Fox in the replies, and I'm like, this shit is literally like a Jersey remix. What are we doing? Anyway, and then 40% of the replies that I get whenever I upload something that I've made to TikTok is people saying either, 1, it doesn't sound intense enough to be a boss fight. And then it's kind of a 2-parter. It usually starts with, this doesn't sound intense enough to be a boss fight, and then always ends with, or is supplemented by, you should add breakcore drums. I'm telling you, if you look at like a hashtag online of people making video game music, you will get and you scroll through the replies, you will see probably like 2 or 3 of every 10 comments you see will be someone being like, add breakcore, or like add breakcore drums. Every time. Especially because like not every boss fight has to sound like you're like fighting for your life, because that's not always the case. Like you want a track to convey a certain tone, and like the image I had in my head for one of the ones I uploaded was like one of the like a basically a tutorial fight, like a tutorial fight against like a character that becomes a major protagonist, but at the time is like you're clashing with because you're not familiar with the person yet. So like it wouldn't make sense for that to sound like you're fighting the Antichrist with like a breakcore drum blaring the whole time. But you will always get, what even is breakcore? You know if you heard it. It's just like this. It's like the same kind of drum sample that's incredibly fast, and you chop it up. That's like the idea. And I swear to God, I feel like everyone on TikTok cannot imagine anything being boss fight music unless it has breakcore drums or is like 200 BPM. That being said, as much as I disagree with that sentiment, I don't want to get those comments anymore. So I was like, I'm gonna pander to these people, and I'm gonna try and make one that aligns with what people have been saying as like things they prefer I do. So I try to go outside my comfort zone, which is already everything because I barely know how to make music. And I have a track here that I started working on 2 days ago. This has been done in 2. Let me get this shit on screen here. This is it. Also, the day just ended, so give me a moment. You might hear like a soft kind of ocean noise in the background. That's one of my effects. I don't know how to turn it off. We're closed. Let me do a quick restock. But yeah, the idea, I made it to it's outside my comfort zone because I made it really fast. It's like the BPM is like 215. It's very like it's very chaotic sounding because like the 2 that I had uploaded to TikTok sound very like are a lot slower and more deliberate. Also, oh my God, I have too many like trains of thought. I can't keep any of them straight. Let me finish one before I can continue a different one. It's in 3/4, which I rarely make boss music. The few times I've tried to make like a boss music sounding thing, I usually don't do 3/4 because I have a really hard time making like a catchy drum pattern for 3/4 because it's hard. Like there's not like a stable middle point unless you like syncopate, and then that can sound a little disjointed. So I usually avoid it. If I'm trying to make something like high intensity, I end up doing like 4/4 or 5/4 or something. So this time I was like, let's try and do a high intensity song and also make it 3/4. I'll do the breakcore drums so everyone leaves me alone and make it really fast. And that was what I had. And then anytime I make something, I try to come up with an image in my head, because if I ever want to make songs for a game, like you have context. You don't just make a song. Like you have a character or a situation or something. So I was like, it'll be like a choral director was the idea. It's a choral director. For whatever reason, the image I was imagining like a very, very flamboyant and pompous man is what was in my head. And for whatever reason, the image that drummed up was, I forget his name, but it's one of the bugs that I fought recently in Silk Song. He has a big coat, and that felt, he kind of looked like a judge. He was like in a court, I think. Crawfather, that was his name. Crawfather. I was imagining like that look because my first thought was like a plague doctor type deal, but and he kind of, his beak has that effect. So I was imagining that, and that's what I made. So I wanted it to sound really like a lot, like over dramatic and overwhelming. and overbearing and all the overs. So that's what I'm working on, and we can work on that a little for the rest of the stream while I wait for the days to happen. Are we good to go the next day? We're good to go the next day. But anyway, to finish off my last rant about the thing with every fight having to sound so chaotic and disjointed. The one I uploaded to TikTok, especially the most recent one that the most people are saying this is not a boss theme. I want it to sound really slow and deliberate because in my mind, it's a machine. You're fighting a robot. And like, yeah, sometimes robots are like on the fritz and haywire, but like robots are very deliberate in how they move and they're very rhythmic. So that's why I wanted to make it a little slower. And the beat falls very predictably because it kind of sounds like a factory. People didn't like that. You're like, too slow. This is an area theme. No, it's not. In my mind, it's not. But that being said, please continue to leave comments like that because you have a right to express your opinion. And constructive criticism is always welcome. I love that I said I don't want to foster an environment where constructive criticism is viewed as like backseating and is hidden. And then I immediately went on this tirade and proved that I can't handle constructive criticism. But it's like, there's types. Like, I'm not saying I hate everyone who said it didn't sound like boss music to them, because that's a absolutely valid and fair point of view. I was just saying what was in my mind and what led me to those decisions. So anyway, here's the deal. I'm working on a song, and I'm learning, so it's really rough. Especially, I don't know how to mix. I don't. And it's not even finished. So what I'm going to do is it's going to double as, I'm going to play it all the way through. One, so you guys can hear it and, like, know where we're starting from. And two, so I can write down every problem I have with it. And it's, okay, girl, this is my final offer. When I offered 61 cents under her asking price. Hey, here's an extra $1 for you. Enjoy. That's so funny. Anyway. I'm going to get out a notepad. I'm going to play out what I have. It's only a minute right now. It's a minute of action. It's all over the place. It's a lot. But I think it's good for how dramatic I want it to sound. Oops. Crawfather. That was me Googling him to remember his name. All right. Here's what we've got. Let me mute. It's great. I don't think my computer can handle. Timeout. My computer can't play it back. My CPU isn't strong enough. So I guess we can't do music stuff either. What is this trading card game made of? Truly. No game I've ever streamed has shut down my computer like this one. This is crazy. I couldn't play Bellatra. I can't fucking do music. I had to restart my computer because I couldn't use Google. What is Trading Card Simulator made of, dude? This game running in the background makes my computer unusable. I can't do it. I can't do anything else. This is torture, what this game is doing to me. It's not letting me do anything else while it runs in the background. This is nothing like Supermarket. And I know it sounded terrible. It's because everything's fucking broke. Oh my god. All right, forget it. We're not doing music. This is the worst stream. I'm miserable. I can't do anything. Ugh. Okay, we're not doing music. Fucking forget it. We're not doing anything. Whatever. I'll work on it on my own time. Sounded good? It did not, but I appreciate it. Yeah, okay. This was a bad time to work on music anyway, because that crossword put my self-worth in the shitter. Okay. Anyway. Let's do something else. Thank you. That was really loud. Yeah. The theme of this stream has been doing things I'm terrible at. So let's find, I don't even know what's left. Because the only thing I'm good at in the entire world is baseball trivia. And I already did all the daily baseball games. So I don't know. I don't know what to do even anymore. This is bad. This is going bad. Oh my god, it's already been almost 2 hours. Dude, we're fine. I'm in the home stretch. Just have to hang in there. Play Trading Card Simulator. Alright, well. Put my music back on. Turn it back down. Let's do something else. My computer, when Trading Card Game Simulator is running on my computer, all I can do is use Microsoft Edge. That is all I can do. You're lying. All right. Well. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm fucking miserable. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go on Uquiz. Let's go on Uquiz. I'm sure that'll do good things for my mental. Whatever, dog. I'm like so... I'm in such a bad space mentally. Now some 14-year-old Tumblr person's gonna ask me if I'm a top or bottom. Let's just do it. Uquiz. So upset. This is terrible. Genuinely, fuck Trading Card Game Simulator. I'm so over it. I've been singing its praises about how it's the only one of these simulator clones that's trying to do something different, and it breaks my goddamn computer. So we just raided with 45 people. Dog, I literally have like the nervous sweat. This is crazy. The world is trying to... Holy shit. Thank you for the raid. This is my lowest point in a while on live. I have had a miserable stream. Mental health wise. Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. To fill everybody in who's just coming here for the first time, I have this stupid shitty ass game running in the background because I'm trying to 100% it and there's nothing left to do except to wait at this point. But it shuts my computer down. Tried to play Balatro. Doesn't work. Did a bunch of puzzle games. Had to stop because I was getting too embarrassed because I'm not smart enough to do puzzle games on stream. Tried to work on music, which is another thing I'm not very good at and I'm learning how to do. That didn't work because my computer didn't have enough resources to play the music back to me. And I'm on goddamn Uquiz. And I have the nervous shakes. Because I've had such a bad time so far trying to find an activity. All right. Let's take a quiz, I guess. Whatever, right? Ugh. Okay. Let's take a quiz. It's your cutie mark. Let's find out what my cutie mark is, man. Pick a drink. Water. Ice water. Let me check on the wizard score as well. I'm playing the Pacers to tank off right now. They better fucking lose this game, I'll tell you what. they're up by 8 with a quarter to play. Guys, please blow it. Come on. This might be the last year where tanking is allowed. Before Adam Silver gets his evil, grubby hands on it. Tough game for Trey. Whatever. Tough, man. All right. Is this what your stream is normally? No. Noon just got here. Are you a brony? No. This is literally because there's nothing left for me to do in Trading Card Game Simulator. So, here we are, man. Is this what your stream is normally? That's such a great intro to first time chat. This is like the worst stream of the month. So, yeah. No, definitely not. Which horse would you get? I don't know. I'm not a big horse guy in general. Give me his gray one. I like that he's got like some white hair in the face. I like when the animals look old. Pick a word that describes you. This is a great question for a moment in time where I'm lower on myself than I have been in a while. I don't know. I do creative work for a living. Okay. This is tough. This is tough. I mean, I love sweaters. Yeah, give me this sweater. I love a sweater. This is insane. Pick another word that describes you. Here we go. Direct, loud, dishonest, shy, selfish, mean, aggressive, quiet, cold, and judgy. Pick a food. These are Pinterest uploads because these are pictures of food with the saturation turned way down. Oh, I love macarons. Give me that. Yum, yum, yum. Pick the name you find the prettiest. Constance. Jesus. Sounds like a sin. Linda. April. Man. April's fine. Taurus. Where is it? There it is. Who's your favorite out of the main? I don't know, dude. I've seen exactly one episode of My Little Pony, and I was, what, 21 at the time? 22? I was in college, basically. I don't really remember who's... I remember this one liked sports, so I'm going to pick this one. Rainbow Dash. In the one episode I saw, Rainbow Dash was doing something athletic, and I fuck with that, so we're going Rainbow Dash. No thoughts. Charmy. What? I thought it was I was getting like a symbol or whatever. Am I misunderstanding what cutie mark means? Rarity #1 always. Rarity has always been my fave. Well, I'm taking the quiz. So, frankly, I don't give a fuck. Why is Pinkie Pie so light in that picture? What is that? That's terrible. What a terrible quiz. Can I dislike? 1 star. Guessing your reputation at school. Here we go. Your PE teacher is... This is so much nicer. We're doing Uquiz for the entire rest of the live stream. Your PE teacher is choosing teams, and you get put with the weird kids. What is your reaction? Disappointed, but I'll deal with it and participate. This is Jim. I'm always amped to go, regardless. If anything, okay, I don't know what level of schooling they're talking about here. Because, like, I had a different reputation at every step of my education journey. But the one thing that stayed constant was my love for gym class. Especially in this case, if I'm on a team with weird kids, low-key, that's an asset in some cases, because then I'd be like, I'm going to carry. I'm going to be the star of my team. How do you spend break/lunchtime? Tail my friend group. How are your grades? Depends, man. Very much depends. Looking at these rows of lockers, I'm gonna say this is high school. And in high school, I I did get straight A's a couple of years, but then like freshman year I had some B's. I'm gonna say straight A's because most of my grades in high school were A's. I was a pretty good student. That was before I lost all work ethic the second college started. Well, the second COVID happened, really. Think of the class that you talked the most in. What note would that teacher leave on your report card? Oh my god, this is easy. Pleasure to have in class. This was Latin. I was good at Latin because I did all the Latin extracurriculars, so I usually already knew what we were learning about from studying for like quiz bowl shit. So I never paid attention, talked to my friends the whole time, and my Latin teacher fucking loved me. So that was kind of a great kick. It was a great gig. How many followers do you have on Instagram/social media for your classmates? What is this question? I feel like I just had a stroke. Okay, but regardless, yeah, I don't. No, I never had an Instagram. Well, I have one, but I never opened Instagram. Nerd can't read. I'm gonna kill you. Proud gym dodger. Never attended a gym class. Dude, I can't even imagine how much worse school. I feel bad. I genuinely, anytime someone says they hated gym or avoided gym, I feel bad because that was like my escape from school. So it's like I can't even imagine how much worse school was. Because like that, how do you get your energy out? That like gym class was like the one thing keeping me going. In high school. How'd you greet someone over text? Hi. Choose a meme. Oh boy. What are these? Oh, I wonder if that audio is coming through the stream. It's just my headphones. Am I getting old? This is the only one I recognize out of all of these. Don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. Is that Gravity Falls? I remember that happening in a Gravity Falls episode, but I didn't know it was a meme. Don't know what that is. That's a song. That's vague, and this is Impractical Jokers. What are these, dude? What the fuck's going on? All right, well, I'm picking this because this is genuinely one of the funnier clips from that whole show. Such a good bit. What do you think your reputation is? Sexy winner. Any last words? Damn. Wow. That's mean. How the fuck I get no friends when one of my answers is literally sit with my friends when they said, how do you spend break time? Okay, well, anyway. That's crazy. Well, I think you lied. I guess so. Definitely was not the quiet kid. I'll tell you that much. No friends is wrong, too. I've always had friends. I love my friends. Why no one likes you? If you don't want to be insulted, don't take the frickin' quiz. Made this when I was on my period and really tired, so... Edit. Why the fart am I number 1 on the trending page, weirdos? Alright, do not like this person. Name myself Janiel. I'm introverted. Indie, unfortunately, as insufferable as that makes me sound. Pick some absolute bull crap from my camera roll. This person's 8. Alright, here we go. Let's pick some absolute bull crap from this person's camera roll. Oh my god, boy in dress? Teasing the school so it finishes faster. Don't do it, bro. It's gonna get harder. Hilarious. These are bad. Oh man, this is a tough. This one's tough. This is the if you want to fight me, then fight me, Vine Girl. Oh, okay. This one's bad. This one's brutal. This is vaguely funny, but whatever. What's your battery at on my phone? Let's see. It's at 27%. Bop. Are you wearing socks right now? No. Shame. Go put socks on, freak. Lighthearted. Hand chop. Pets? No pets. Oh my god. I hate you. I hate you. Style mayhapsibly? Ah! I hate this person. To clarify, because y'all keep asking, no, I am not categorizing these or saying they're the same thing. I just grouped them because I'm lazy. All. It's probably supposed to be F. So chillax, broski. Also, I love how y'all are taking my silly phrases. So please, by all means, use mayhapsibly or what the fart. That makes me happy. Brutal shit going on Uquiz right now. I'm gonna end up on the news. Oh boy. Preppy Y2K, clean girl. Is there one for just basic? Oh my god. Your personality. Annoying, bruh. Get a life. That's fine. Thank God I didn't get your voice. That's honestly kind of the most brutal one of all of these. You're not conventionally attractive might be worse. That one's brutal. Alright, anyway. We move on. We move on. Well, I can tell you why no one likes you, Quizmaker. I can tell you that probably with certainty. What kind of dead wife are you? Yeah, pass. Clothing style. Are you my type? I'm a guy. Definitely not. Everyone's gonna ask me about my sex life. Let's build an outfit, guys, and this person's gonna tell me what character I remind them of. Hooters hottie. Well, I like this shirt. That's a nice shirt. Normal jeans, like a normal boy. If they got white Nike Air Force Ones, that's what I'm wearing all the time. Shoes. V. Love a necklace. Oh, girlie got confused. Put sunglasses here and then nothing on these bottom ones. Okay, here we go. The V's like a downward arrow. Oh, okay. Thanks. I actually did need the translation. I appreciate that. None of these haircuts. These are low-key the same haircut over and over again, if we're being honest with ourselves. At least the masculine ones. Look at this. I don't know. This guy looks chill. Any piercings or tattoos? Right now, I have my tattoo, but I haven't pierced my ears yet. Do you want to get a girl or boy? Boy, because I'm boy. Will Byers from Stranger Things. Great. It looks like basically the only boys that I could have gotten were from Stranger Things. Alright. That's tough. That's tough. That's real tough. But that's okay, you know. That's okay. Which Olympian Greek god would claim me, guys? Not completely accurate, but I tried my hardest. Yeah, it's a Uquiz. You'll be alright. What's your favorite color? Green is my favorite color. This is so hard to read, by the way. Thank you for doing purple on purple, you bastard. 23 questions! I'll do it. I'll stick with it. Oh, wait. There's a video game happening in the background. Hold on. Yeah. Like what the stream is for. Am I getting new shit? I am. Okay, we're gonna be rocking the rare packs for a little while. Oh, pausing it pauses that sound effect too. That's interesting. Yo, we get into this every time I do Uquizzes on live. Every time I do a Uquiz on live, chat, because y'all are so, like, it seems like everything you ever talk about involves sexuality. any Uquiz that involves sexuality or a term that is typically associated with sexuality is the one that chat wants me to do. And they all end the same way. We're not doing that. Because there's always Uquiz that are like, oh, what kind of something, and then everyone chat's like, take the twink one! Take the twink one! And you know the first question is going to be asking me about my sex life. And I don't want to answer those questions on live, so I'm not going to take that quiz. This is what happens every time. Every time we do Uquiz, people are like, what sexuality are you? And then the first question is like, do you like it in the butt? And then I'm like, I'm not taking this one. And then everyone chats like, bro, why? It's like, I don't wanna. Next day. It's day 77. I'm playing this game for so long. Oops. I turned the light off, guys. Alright. Advance. Back to the Uquiz. Here we go. Say you're craving some cake. What flavor are you going for? Carrot cake. Cinnamon. I don't even like cinnamon, but I like spiced cakes because they usually have cream cheese icing, which I love. Now, when do you think you peaked in life or will peak? 5th grade. Do you remember your childhood? Good chunk of it. Oh, I hate the lyric quite. Like, look at this shit. I haven't even heard of any of these songs. Arsonist's Lullaby. Can't think of a song more aimed at Tumblr people, at least by title. Yeah, I have literally never heard of these songs, so I don't really care. I'm picking the first one so we can move on. Whoa. Choose a... What is it? Who's Cry Sauce? Oh, Honkai Star Rail. I've heard y'all talk about this before. Everyone says this shit blows. At least everyone in my personal life is like, stay away from that game, and everyone who plays it. If you're unfamiliar, base your choice off of name / design / what you like. Okay. Well. I don't know. I like the horns on this guy, whatever. Please choose one that describes you the best. I'm in a committed relationship, dating to marry, casual relationship. Not in a relationship. I've been to 1 through 3 in the past. Not in a relationship. I'm not dated. My focus is elsewhere. Get my bag, so do not contact. What's your fashion style? Basic. Civilization is long gone, but for some reason one movie survived. This is the only movie aliens can understand and can see as a remnant of humanity's creativity. Which one would you want it to be? Dude, making them watch fucking Infinity War is so stupid. Superman 2025? The Prince of Egypt is beautiful. It's one of the... Honest to Sea is also really pretty, assuming I'm thinking of the right movie. I'm not thinking of the right movie. What movie was I thinking of? I was thinking if there was some other movie that has a very, very unique animation style, but I can't remember what it was called. I feel like it started with A. It was like a name. It was kind of like a foreign name. Prince of Egypt is cool, if only because it's animated. And I know a lot of these are, but this is like just about as good as animated film has looked ever. So yeah, I'll go with it. A Spider-Verse. Oh, it's time. Get rid of a show forever. I don't care. I don't even know what Smallville is. So, you know, I'll get rid of Euphoria. Trolley problem. Pull the lever. I don't care if it makes me irresponsible. I'm just trying to keep less people dead. Pick a game. Tomodachi Life. Minecraft. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll take Stardew Valley. Keep it simple. Would you rather lose your left? Definitely neither eye. Like all fingers and toes. Okay, well then maybe it is gonna be an eye. That's tough. Obviously not. You don't love any of these. I didn't realize how awful it is to only have one eye until I hurt my eye in like this past school year and had to couldn't use my left eye for a while. That shit was horrible. But losing an arm is tough. But like you can drive, right? Like you can drive if you're missing an arm. And you can drive with any of these probably, but I think I'm losing my left leg. I think I am. Because I think that's easiest for prosthesis, and losing one eye does just terrible things to like your whole future. Not being able to see with one eye is miserable. I didn't think it would be as bad as it was until I couldn't use my left eye for a few days. Left leg. Do you do drugs recreationally? No. No. Oh, I take prescription drugs non-recreational. Well, it's like pretty much everybody in history, man. How badly do you need music? It's enjoyable, but only if I'm in the mood to listen to it. So, yeah. Pick only 3. Well, not picking Hamilton, I'll tell you that much. I like Tame Impala. Oh, God. That said erotic monkeys. Wow, what a list! Holy shit, a lot of names. Give me Jamiroquai. You know what? Give me Jamiroquai, Tame Impala, and Bjork. Fuck it, man. Zodiac. Taurus. Do you work hard? Yes. For glory. Pick a place. Sonic! You have my attention. Pick a famous, attractive person. Angelina Jolie is low-key scary, so that one's eliminated. I don't know who a lot of these people are, so I'm going to do some Googling. David Bowie isn't here, horrible list. David Bowie is one of the most ugly people I've ever laid eyes on. Or maybe there's chat delay talking about the music question. I'm sorry. It's subjective. It's all subjective. I know that's a hot take 'cause a lot of people love it, but I truly don't think there's a single person out there who appeals less to me in the entire world. He's so fucking ugly. To me. To me. And I just don't see the appeal, unfortunately. I'm happy for you. I'm happy, as with anything that we don't see eye to eye on, I'm happy that you can enjoy something that I can't, because that's good. That's good for you. But, boy oh boy. Alright, let's start Googling these names I don't recognize. Let's start with the Lupita. Lupita, it's an actress. That's why, I don't know actresses. So I don't recognize her. Oh, yeah, she's very pretty. Okay, well, tentatively, that's the pick. Let's do some more research. I need to hit a quick Tom Welling. Oh. Pass. And the Korean person as well. South Korean model and actress. Oh, yeah, I mean, model. Not fair. Yeah, give me Lupita. Wait, who's Mads Mikkelsen? Danish actor. Yeah, I'm good. All right, next. Do you follow a religion? I mean, vaguely Christianity and also not really. So I'll do those, both of those. I'll do that. Which of the following are you? Introvert. Arrow. Okay. I got kind of a rare one. Look at me. I'm different. I'm different, man. All right. Well, anyway. $6.40 in trading card world, so I've got some more time on my hands. Okay. Majority Hades, I know y'all lying. Yeah, these are performative people. Demeters for all the cottagecore girlies. We're like, I was born in the wrong generation. Okay. Anyway. Alright. Which specific annoying thing do you do? Is Twin the new AAVE internet buzzword of the month? Is that this month's flavor? Yes. Okay. Gender. Okay. Almost really embarrassed myself for a second because I forgot what cis. Like I with cis, I always have to think about it for a second. Yeah. Okay. I had trouble. What kind of music do you listen to? Indie. Can pick multiple. So, I'll do that. General age? What do you mean general age? What's general about it? You only have one age. Like, vaguely, what's your age-ish? 18 plus. How much time do you spend online every day? Well, I mean, online, it depends on what you consider online. If it was screens, a lot. But like when I'm working, I'm not really like online. I'm offline editing a project in Premiere. People usually use this to mean screen time, so I'll interpret it as such. But I don't know. A lot of my daily time is spent just in a Premiere Pro project editing. So I'm not gonna count that because that's work, and I'm not engaging with the internet. I'd say 2 to 4. Vaguely. Some days more, some days less. Some days I don't pick up my phone at all for the whole day because I'm out doing shit and going to the gym. And then some days I just rot on my cell phone. So I'd say it averages out to 2 to 4. You having a good time in life? Yeah, pretty good. It's like the person you relate to the most. All right, this one's tough. You give me a Clara, but that's really it. I don't know. I love my record player, but I hate matcha, and wired earbuds are annoying. And I don't think I'm smart enough to be performative. Soccer mom, 2 kids, weird alt guy you see at the craft fair. There's a 3D printed items. Guy that needs a quote goth baddie. Tired woman in her 30s. Straight woman. Someone's little brother that finds Italian brain art really funny. Guy that cooks sometimes. It insists air fryers are the best thing ever. I'll go performative male. I think I dress like one, and I listen to a lot of performative male music. Do you make fun of people? Yeah. Only the word. Opinion on trans people. Trans people, not cis queer people. Yeah, I figure. What the fuck is this about? These are separate. Why does this need to be clarified? Anyway. Get twin out of here. Fuck off. Because, like, I don't know who made this quiz, but I know they're white. I know they are. Friends with trans people, and I support. I don't have trans friends, but I support. I don't care. They can do their own thing. I don't really have a lot of trans folks in my personal life. But whatever. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Okay, sorry. That was getting a little more serious. Do you consider yourself to be alt? No. I'll go maybe a bit. Your hobbies. I don't actually. As much as I like the idea of drawing, I never do it. Writing, I know that's wrong. Making music, I'm trying very hard. Listening to music doesn't feel like a hobby to me. That's just kind of a mandatory aspect of life. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with this. All right. Okay, so fuck the mods. I love y'all, and y'all do God's work and like hold the weight of this channel on your backs. And I don't know where I would be without your help. I love and value you all so much. I'm trying to figure out a phrase without sounding mean. I would definitely call you guys my friends. I don't think I'd call y'all my personal. I'm talking like life, personal, physical life here. I don't want to answer this test prompt. Fuck off with the twin thing. Oh my god. Yeah, this is white person who just figured out what twin meant and is putting it in everything. I thought I was supposed to get something about being annoying. This is a terrible quiz. 1 star. Okay. Anyway. Oh wait, it might be. Yes, it is end of day at Cardly Corner Store. Let me crack this shit. You still getting new stuff? Yeah, plenty actually. All right, well then we're sticking with orange for a bit. 4 more boxes of orange Destiny, please. Oh shit. Thanks. All right. Swag. How about this? How about we do one more day tomorrow? Will be the last day. We do Uquiz during the day. And then at the end of stream, I'll do a little bit of music work. Because I put it in the title. And I got y'all geared up that I would try and do some music stuff. And then it didn't work. So we're going to do one more day. And then I'm going to close the whole game. So I can open the music project and figure it out. Well, not work. How about that? I don't, because I don't want to go super long because I got shit I got to do. But at the very least, I'll play it for y'all. Because I don't know. I'm not in the mood to work on music live right now. Let me restock. Beep. Is there anything left in here? Nope. 10s and 3s. 10s and 3s. Still looking for that elusive 3. 3. Okay, well, we're getting lots of other numbers that aren't 3. massive stinky horde approaching the store. Thanks. This is electric stuff. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright. Y'all don't want to talk? Let's not talk. That's fine. I don't fucking care. Alright, here we go. Uquiz. Last Uquiz, probably. Let's find out. Where do you stand politically based? Yeah, Uquiz, please tell me my political platform, please. I'm gonna do would my OC like your OC, but just pretend it's me the whole time. Therapist? Nope. Feminists? Sure. Yes, in theory, but who knows in practice. I don't think I'm well informed enough to honestly call myself a feminist. I don't think I know enough about how the world works. To be like, I'm a feminist, yeah, and I work hard because I don't know. I'll hit a yes. Zero C a good person? I try to be. Nope, I hate writing. Introvert. Done bad things. Yeah, human being. Intelligent. Normal. Serious or silly? Silly but tolerates serious. No, I'll go serious but tolerates silly. Umbrella, please. Parasols are kind of unwieldy. Neutral. Alright. Okay. What horrific event are you? Sure, man. I don't care. I'm a man. It's the most important thing in life. Freedom. Did you join a fraternity or sorority? I did. Are you religious? Nope. Favorite animal? Crow. Do you hate demons? Sure, I mean, if they're evil. Clav gets frame mogged by ASU frat leader. Unfamiliar with just about anything in here. I can make educated guesses. Clav, don't know. Frame mogged, I remember what mogged means. So I'm assuming this means like if you take one, you grab one frame from a video to make someone look bad. Is that generally the idea? Is like, oh, this frame from the video, this dude looks so put together and photogenic, and this dude looks like a chomp. by a frat leader. All right, well, it was the only option. That I respect. That's a good bit. That's funny. I'm gonna give this quiz 5 stars. That's funny as hell. All right. Stretch. Frat leader's cortisol spike from clavicular is Aura Chud maxing. Who's is clavicular? Is it a streamer? It's probably a streamer. Usually that means it's a streamer if I don't know. Sure. What mythical type of pretty are you? I can't read this at all. Start with your skin color. I get, like, they phrase this in a very respectful way, and, like, that's fine. But, like, why do you need to know? This is so funny. I like that it opens with that. I'd say fair. What's the difference between pale and fair? I'm gonna go medium for safety. Clavicular is a Looksmaxxing streamer who's misogynistic and hates women. Gotcha. I understand. Face shape. This is impossible to read. Look at this shit, dude. Crazy. Was medium. Yeah, kind of a hilarious anyway. If you pick anything not white, you just get like night. For what type of pretty are you? My face, I genuinely snatched. This is hilarious. I tried really hard to get my face shape when I was trying to figure out what kind of instructions to give my hairstylist. And it's impossible. It's impossible. Every source will tell you something different. Every guide I saw that was like, measure your proportions, and then you can use them to find out your face shape, and I would get one that isn't listed. Because it's like impossible. It's a spectrum, dude. I don't fucking know. It's definitely, I don't know. I don't have a strong enough jawline for it to be square, so I guess I'll just go around. Eye shape. Round. Eyelashes. I have pretty long eyelashes for a dude. Brows. Regular. Nose. I don't know. Now I'm forgetting what I look like. Let me whip out my camera and put it on selfie mode. Let's see here. We're looking at like... medium straight, probably. Lips. I'd say my lips are like... I don't know, for a white boy, I feel like they're like pretty plump. My face is red and like reflective because how hot my room is. Give me plump, dude. All the more to kiss you with. Oh, fuck. Is this softcore eugenics again? Makeup questions. Pick colors you use the most or would use in case you don't really do makeup. I don't know. I don't know what I would use because I don't know how makeup works. What do you guys... You guys won't be able to agree on anything. Fuck. Plus you're just going to say pink and purple for everything. I like neutral colors. Black for my eyes. I put beige because I'm a boring white boy. And I like brown. Do they have brown? They do. Anyway. Something that stands up in your makeup looks. Okay. Well, I have that one mole on my cheek. I'm doing smoky eyes on stream win. Yeah, that could be fun. Makeup stream. I draw squiggles with eyeliner on my face. No judgment, but that's really funny. Rise up. Give me, I don't know, I have that one mole, so I'll pick the mole. Hair color. Dark brown. I'm fairy type of pretty. Look at all these pictures that don't align at all with the things you put in the quiz. Not a single human person has gotten werewolf type pretty. Alright. No, don't use iron like that. Check the mega thread. Oh, God, check the mega thread is one of the most versatile things that you could ever say. Ever. All right, last one. Obligatory baseball search. MLB. Which MLB player are you? Broken. Broken. Give me which MLB player whom I want to fuck are you? Here we go. Hopefully it doesn't get super personal. Are you hot? Yeah. How hot? A 10. Like winning, obviously. Prep, jock, nerd, or god. I'm pretty nerdy dude. It's 10 p.m. in between sessions of Nat Qual's Congress. You and the boys haven't eaten. What is even is it? You and the boys, is that like a model UN thing? You and the boys haven't eaten since noon. What do? Oh man, Dominoes. That's about fucking baseball players. You fervently and irrationally hate. I genuinely had anger problems in Little League when I would strike out. Pick a book. But I also loved pitching, so that's a double-edged sword. But I was never much of a strikeout guy. I was more of a Coke soft contact guy. Pick a book. The Bible. Pick a leftist ideology. Okay. I've definitely taken this quiz before because I remember this question. Give me leftist without label. Roman Emperor. My favorite is Titus because that was my Latin name. Marcus Aurelius was cool. He was kind of he was like a performative male before there were performative males. Nero was terrible. Augustus was, you know, morally gray, but also very accomplished. Trajan, I think the Roman Empire was at its largest peak under Trajan. And I kind of liked Hadrian, and I think Hadrian was right before Trajan. I'll take Trajan. What will you die of? Liver failure. Biggest song off Kind of Blue. Oh boy, what is Kind of Blue? Who is that? I'm assuming it's an album. I'm not very cultured. It's Miles Davis. Gotcha. Okay, so we're doing jazz here. Give me a nice blue and green. Allah forgive me for I must. Give me verse. I got an open mind. What would give me the most exciting options? What was this quiz about? Baseball players. Every baseball player of all time is straight, so I'm gonna go straight. We're gonna do baseball roleplay. What instrument did your parents want you to play? You know. Biggest scale degree. I love the 4. Woo! Woo! Yeah, look at him grabbing his dick, looking at Miles Michaelis. That's what I thought, baby. I love it. He used to pull this shit all the time. He did to Zach Greinke a lot in the World Series. Take a ball, grab his cock, and stare straight at the pitcher. That's like his thing for whatever reason. Hell yeah. Look at all the Alan Wu. 55%. Okay, Luis Ariz. All right, hold on. This I'm gonna throw up a flag on this one. Throw a challenge flag. Luis Ariz, I don't see it. This person, you want to fuck these people? I don't find Luis Ariz particularly attractive. Maybe that's just me. His head is too square. Like, he's very Minecraft. You see what I mean? He's very Minecraft. And obviously, it's all subjective, but this is just my personal opinion. I'm passing on Luis Ariz. He's too Minecraft. Where's Freddie Peralta? Freddie Peralta is so attractive. That would be a fun tier list. Maybe we do that. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's polish off this last day of Yeah, trading card. Still getting new shit. It's probably slowing down. Let's do some purples. Some purple. Purple. That's what I just said out loud a few seconds ago. Most baseball players are chopped. I disagree. I think it's pretty. I think that if you take like the 50th percentile like baseball player and just do it in terms of just the human race, I feel like they'd be like 60-some percentile humans wise. I think by and large baseball players are above like all of humanity. I feel like that's just most athletes because they put so much effort into the way they look because you know they have a brand they have to watch out for and they're on TV all the time. Like they care a lot about fashion and style and that kind of thing. They're usually very well groomed. Baseball players also have great asses. Yes, they train. And like all bodies are beautiful, but but that's my counter argument there. All right. That will polish off day 78 and I'm ending this game. Bye. All right. Let's do a how hot are baseball players thing. Wait, I got to play my song because I promised I would. Give me a second. All right, running this back for people who just got here or weren't here or just to run it back in general. I'm trying to learn how to make video game music as like a hobby, and I've been uploading stuff and making to TikTok, and a couple of recent ones that I uploaded got a little traction, and everyone in the comments wanted me to make it. This is kind of like a spite song. Everyone was like, add breakcore drums. It's not intense enough. Add breakcore drums. It's not intense enough. So then I made one that is 215 BPM and is fucking everywhere and is incredibly overwhelming. It has a bunch of conflicting patterns and is super overdramatic to try and appease the masses while still having like an indie game type of vibe to it. And I only started working on it 2 days ago. It's not even close to done. It's still very rough, so it's not very good. But the foundation is there, and it's pretty fun. And I promised I would play it, so I'm going to play it. All right, here it is. Where is it? There we go. Okay, hopefully, let's see. Is it going to... If it starts breaking up, I'm going to have to pause it again. So let's hope it doesn't. All right, let's try this again. The second it starts crackling, I'm pausing again. It's 1 minute long. That's all I've got so far. I'm going to add a whole B section, and I'm going to change a lot of this. But it's a lot, and I'm thinking the people of TikTok are going to take notice. Because it seems right up their alley. Because Lord knows they're going to put fucking breakcore drums and everything. Whatever's on pattern 13 goes hard as fuck. All right, hold on. We're doing digging. We're digging. What time signature is it in? It's in 3/4. I was talking about this earlier. I never make like music like this kind of music, like intense boss fight type stuff in 3/4 because I have a hard time making like a catchy drum pattern that's upbeat in 3/4 because it's kind of hard because there's no like middle beat that's solid because it's 3 beats. So it doesn't break down as evenly. So it's kind of I have a hard time figuring out where to place the snares. What is pattern 13? Oh, the lead. This is the like lead. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of layering in this. There's a lot of shit going on. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a quick breakdown of all this shit. So the piano is the core of it. And it's like... Hold on, let me just loop this shit. It is... There's a lot of pianos. I think this is one piano here. Yep, there's another one here. And then there's another lead piano here. So it's 3 pianos. Plus, there is the square wave lead, as well as this dulcimer thing that comes in sometimes. To like, because it sounds out of place there by itself. But when it's with everything else, it just kind of makes the synth sound different. You hear that? Like, it doesn't sound like a dulcimer anymore. It's just like supplementing the synth. I forgot to turn the music way down. You guys can't hear. But yeah, so the piano, all the pianos playing together is like, let's see. There, plus that, plus these. These are the piano. Why is it like this? These are the pianos. There's a lot of piano. Let me zoom all the way out. There's a lot. This took me so long to lay down. The main things that I want to improve on... Oh my god. The main things I want to improve with this song is that I noticed that when I'm listening on my headphones, I can hear, like, when I listen to this, like, the actual kind of climax of the song, it's hard, like, when I'm in my headphones, I can hear the melody. Like, I can clearly hear the melody. But I export it to my phone, and I listen to it out of my phone speakers to see what it would sound like out of phone speakers, not with headphones on. And I had a really hard time hearing the melody. So I'm going to add something that's more, like, constant to support the melody. Like I don't know, like a horn or something going in the back of it so you can actually pick it out of phone speakers. Because I want it to sound good no matter how you're listening to it. And when I listened to it on my phone speakers, I couldn't hear that. So that needs to be changed. Pretty much all the mixing for this whole area needs to be changed because this part is way too thin compared to like these chords. So that one, and this part I'm gonna change. Right now it's just looped. It's just the pattern looped the second time. I need to change it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Like the piano's gonna be a little different. Probably the bass as well for that part. But I think it's good. It's good for painting a picture of what I had in my mind. Because the image I had in my mind was like a very very overconfident and flamboyant like choral director, like a choir director, like pretty much like the worst any choir teacher really, but only the annoying ones. So I want it to sound like they're at a piano, like as you walk into the room, and then it starts. So like it has this kind of like it's got like live playing sounds. There's boards creaking and hammers being played, and then blah. And then what I want to do in the future is I'm going to have like a B section after this. Also, I'm going to change these instruments. Not change, but I'm going to add shit to them. I'm going to add a B section here, but try and keep the intensity vaguely high, but a little lower than this part. And then when it goes back into this A section, I want to be super, super over dramatic and like corny with this one because it feels like it fits the vibe of the character I have in my mind. I want it to be corny. So when it goes back into the A section, I want to see if I can find a sample online of like an actual like choir teacher on YouTube saying something along the lines of like, you know, when they would play something piano and then be like, now you go. I want to see if I can find like a sample online of like an actual choir teacher being like, all right, so like first me and then playing something on the piano and then be like, all right, now you go, or like at something talking to like the class. And I'm imagining like a different, like kind of like this piano pattern without the chords, like the super intense chords, just the melody and the chords being played solidly as like a live piano recording, and then be like, all right, your turn, and then it busts back into like all the instruments. I feel like that would be corny, but would fit the vibe. So I want to do that. We'll see if it actually works. As with most things, I have a thing in my head, and then I throw it down. I'm like, this is not what I was imagining. So anyway, that's that. That's what we're rocking with. But yeah, there's a lot of layers to this one. There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of drums. Lot of drums. Because there's this kick. Because these are there's the breakcore ones. This like sample. There's this extra kick. There's these other sampled drums. There's this hat. And this bit crushed cymbal, which like cuts through the mix really well and adds more impact to the chords. What also adds more impact to the chords is this thing. It's dulcimer again, but it only exists here to like add like treble punch each time the chords change. Because without it, it sounded kind of thin. Like, listen to it without it. Like, I wasn't feeling the chord changes enough, but then when it's here, like it's subtle, but it feels like you can like feel the chords changing more, and it's not getting like muddied down. So I like that. It's a fun little detail. Obviously, he's a choral director, so gotta have some choir. This one is sidechained like hell to fit with the kick. I like that like you can still hear these, even though they're not too loud. I put them in both ears really wide, so you'd be able to put them and all the instruments are going. So yeah, it's fun. I like it. I like this like piano. I had a lot of fun writing this piano line, because I almost never write piano like this. It's very disjointed. That was always fun. That's not what I meant to say. That was really fun. I do this a lot. This kind of resolution I do all the time, because I like it. I'm a simple man. Do you have any tips for learning how to make video game OSTs? Well, I've been doing this for fun for about 4.5 years, and I still don't fully understand how this program works. So unfortunately, not really. I would say just listen to a lot of the shit you really like. Take note of it, and even it's kind of the same way that like people look down on tracing in art, but it can be really helpful when you're like learning how things work and trying to develop a style. Listen to like music you really like, and then try and like copy it down into a music program and like see kind of what they're doing. That's helpful. Exclamation point, pan can. Damn. MC mods. I'm using the Industrial Village mod pack. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like it. A lot of fun stuff going on. Needs a lot of kisses and polish. But I think a good instrumental that's mixed poorly will always be better than a bad instrumental that's mixed to perfection. It's super messy, but it's catchy enough that I still really like it. Same way that's how I feel about pretty much every song Bruno Mars has ever made. If you like sit down, well, especially the old one. If you listen to Grenade, dude, if you sit down and listen to any other pop song ever and then put on Grenade by Bruno Mars, you will immediately notice how terrible the mix on that song is. It sounds horrible, like the mix of it. But it's a great song because it's fucking Grenade by Bruno Mars. Like a great mix can't save a bad track, but a great track can save a bad mix. So anyway, keep working on it, but I'm having fun. Damn, Bruno Mars shade. I'm not shading Bruno Mars. I'm shading whoever was on the mix for that song. Come on, I literally just said Bruno Mars is great. Bruno Mars catching strays. Not a stray, it's a direct shot. And also, what did I just say with my mouth out loud? What about the other shit I just said? Remember the end of that sentence where I said, but the song is great because it's Grenade by Bruno Mars? I'm just saying, listen to any other song and then listen to Grenade, and it'll immediately stick out how tinny it sounds. Like, it's very tin. The mix is super washed out and tinny. Like, it doesn't sound very good. But that's fine, because the track is awesome. Can't believe you said that about Bruno Mars. Yeah. Way to go, you guys. We got Bruno Mars White Knights in chat right now. Way to stick up. Way to stick up for your like multi-billion-dollar baby. I hope you get a DM from Bruno Mars tonight saying thank you. Oh, pass a noti. Timeout. Oh, I don't care. Pat Murphy's deal with the... I don't care. Anyway, he's a ukulele and a couch. Yeah, I went in too hard, I guess. Okay, yeah. So that's that. Let's do it. This is always fun. I'm gonna do one instrument at a time through this because I always like doing that. That's fun. Because this is how I do my TikToks. I do like one instrument at a time. These are the choir stabs. This is the choir with side chaining on it. There's one piano. I don't even know what channel 4 is. I don't even know what this is for. Oh, it's the other piano, I think. Here's this. This thing is a lot. This is what makes it so dramatic. This kind of like side-chained synth bass. There's another piano that is left ear exclusive. Here is right ear exclusive piano. Here's my lead. I use this exact NES patch for like so many things I've ever made. Kick, sampled drums. It's made of like 50 different splice samples. There's that. Oops. Do you record the piano with an actual piano? No. You must be turn that shit up. I barely know how to play piano. I click every note in with my mouse. Not a single, very rarely I will use piano to lay something down. I did that a lot with My Life is Shorter. But this is an instance where never at any point did I even approach my piano. I genuinely just trial and error clicked in every note one at a time. But yeah, this is that like bit crushed cymbal noise. Here's the bass guitar. That stays on beat, so like these kind of alternate, which it sounds super disjointed and bad when they're by themselves, but in the mix it works. Then we have the dulcimer chord stabs, we have the break chord drums, we have whatever this was. It's a crash. And that's it. That's it. That's the track. And then we have this second part where there's like a choir and a string. Where's the other? Oh, it's coming in. There she is. There she is. She's singing. These are all sound fonts. Almost everything. Every time I upload shit to TikTok, everyone's like, what instrument? Tell me all the instruments. And most of them are just sound fonts, which you can just download online. I use this one because Google said it was the best. It's called SGM. I think it's also the one that is in a lot of Undertale and Deltarune shit. Because it just has a million, like... Oh, you can't see this on my screen right now. Well, you can't see it, but it has a billion, quadrillion little presets of different shitty recordings of different instruments. Yep. Please wait. Can we listen to it again? Sure. I'll play myself out. I will play myself out. This is, whenever the playhead's at the beginning, it like, there's this noise that this piano makes, and this is just always going. This noise. Anyway. Okay. Last thing I'll do, I'm going to play one more time and then I'll leave.
right, it's over. Bye.